the Irish Premier Series in association with Dunboyne Castle, Delco and Urban Images.
Hi and welcome to Irish Premier Motor Racing here at Mondello Park. We've got the high-performance Stryker Sportscars. Now, it's a little bit dull and dark here at Mondello, but hopefully the drivers can bring a little bit of sunshine to the grid.
You're behind the resurgence of the Stryker class for the last couple of years. You have some fantastic grids at the moment.
We have, Matt. I mean, myself and Andy Dalton and Damien Roddy are on the committee of the class, and we've got our numbers up from sort of 10, 11, and now we're in the mid-20s with 22, 23 out today, which is great.
So it'd be fair to say then, Des, that the Strykers are really the premier Irish sports car class.
Oh, undoubtedly. I mean, we're a fairly budget class. The cars are all the same, other than the engine and the two classes. The tyres are one type of tyre, so there's no wets and slicks and all this kind of stuff. Most of the stuff is standard on the cars, so they're pretty reliable. And the racing is close, but there's not much damage, usually.
So Stryker time at Mondello Park, and as Des told us, a packed grid. We're on board there with Mark Roach. Here we are looking back from Damien Roddy. There goes 88, Damien Roddy away from pole position. Good start from him, with the danger man on the outside. Indeed, already has taken the lead. His reigning champion, Tristan Quinn. So Quinn leads now down into Honda corner. And look at this great grid of Haviland Strykers going around the first corner. A lot of them very sideways. Watch out for that there. Rear wheel drive, front engine, classic layout. Very much a sideways motor car. And Quinn getting the head down there to that off-camber turn. He's just been resurfaced at Mondello Park, and the track producing some very quick lap times as a result. Looking back at Damien Roddy, that's young Mark Willis, very promising young driver right behind him in that lurid green car. And he's going very, very well, particularly in the Phoenix Park last year. Great result from him. And he's climbing all over the inside curve there at turn 3 in his efforts to stay with Roddy. But Roddy getting on the power a little bit quicker that time, pulling away. But quicker than them both at these early stages is that car of Tristan Quinn right out in front. And in fact, we've got a very quick starter. This Sonia Files, watch out for her locking an inside wheel there on the way into the S's. And some of the other cars streaming through. Great grid, and some of the novices just moving around, cars drifting all over the place. But already a good lead in these early stages for our leader. Second place Roddy, third place Willis. Leader locking a wheel, always a side of driver is really trying there on the approach to Dunlop corner. That looks like possibly David Walsh. Indeed it is David Walsh, right from 10th on the grid. And newcomer there, that yellow car going through. Number 3, great start from him, a great first lap. He's playing just down the road, but not a name we've heard that much of. There's Watkins now and Des Bruton, and they're contacting there. Des, the man promoting the series. They could almost shake hands, but I don't think they'll feel like that at the moment. Des gets away a little bit quicker than the black car. Now we're on board one of our Portuguese drivers, Walter Fernandes, and a great study of how to drive these cars all over the place, spinning on the outside, the inside. And he's side by side with another competitor now through turn 2. That's a hairy corner side by side. It's hard enough when you're on your own grabbing for it. The engine doesn't sound 100%, not pulling too well. Unusual in Strykers, they're very reliable cars. Normally, with that car, doesn't sound 100% there from the inboard camera. Here comes Roddy down. He's a little bit closer, 88. Damien Roddy didn't come up to motor racing the normal way. He came from auto testing, which is a very accessible branch of motorsport and gives drivers great car control. Of course, Michael Cullen was an auto tester in the early stages of his career. And now Roddy really trying hard. And you can see Quinn knows he's got a quick guy behind him, flicking to the inside as soon as he comes out of the S's to defend the line into the Dunlop corner. Willis, a little bit of a lonely race in third place for him, number 72, but he'll be glad if he can hang on to that for the podium. Then it's that sensation, number 3, David Walsh. As we said, we haven't heard from this guy before. He started 10th on the grid, and he's running in 4th place, so a great performance. That's the yellow car just coming into the picture now with the black nose on the front. Then it's Sonia Files, number 27. Sonia didn't lick it off the stones, they say. A great motor racing family. We're on board now with Mark Roach. This is a great angle. We can actually see him working with the way in the wheel and very sideways there. Bits of Strykers all over the track, and he's having great fun there in the midfield. Here's our leader now, just getting the apex, coming up out of turn 3 and heading back towards the main arena. Roddy trying everything he can, but just hanging on, not really being able to challenge at this stage of the race. Similarly, Willis holding on to these guys, but hasn't got the pace to get up there and have a real go. I think Sonia Files is probably the one on the move. There's number 90, Des Bruton now, number 5, James Marford Longford right with him. So Des coming back up through the field, and just look how hard our leader is pushing. Certainly it's not a walk in the park for him today. Again locking wheels. It does look like a man under pressure. Maybe Roddy is working this well and has got him rattled, because certainly he'll overheat his mirrors if he keeps this up. He's going out over curbs, locking wheels. Looks more like a qualifying lap in the mid stages of a Haviland Stryker race. Waved yellows there. We've obviously got a car in the gravel, so no overtaking on that corner. 88 there, Damien Roddy, and Haviland stickers on the back of all these cars, all running Haviland lubricants. Willis in third place, getting a little bit out of shape. And back to Fernandez again, and somebody locking a wheel in front of him, and he's embroiled in a great dice there in midfield. And bodywork hanging from some of these cars again. Turn 2, here he comes, Fernandez on board, a great shot from him, losing out just a little bit, grabbing fourth gear there on the way down too. But there's another bit of bodywork, 2 more bits of bodywork flying in the air. So absolute Armageddon in front of him, great battles. Roddy now trying the outside, but this is the approach to the S's. It's an off-camber corner, and it's very rare somebody makes it around the outside there. So maybe again just working over Tristan Quinn, trying to get him to make a mistake. Willis there in third place, all on his own, and on board with Roach again. Here's this battle we saw, fantastic stuff. 2 cars side by side. Roach not sure which side to go. We went to the inside, back to the outside, and these 2 cars side by side. You can look at the back end of that Stryker twitching around. Remember, rear wheel drive, front engine cars, so quite a handful to control and great to watch, as we can see. And here come the leaders again, a great battle. Roddy managing to pile the pressure on. He'll want this win. He was on pole position and absolutely delighted with that, and he won't have been too happy to be beaten away. 5 on lap 5 now as Quinn leads one more time. Remember, Quinn, our reigning champion in this class, and that car beautifully turned out as always, looking a little bit reminiscent of Alonso's title winning Renault Formula 1 car a few years ago, certainly in terms of colours. Looking back again from Roddy as he goes through turn 2, not quite managing to get through that flap, but a little bit of debris on the track, as we said. Flat, an expression used by racing drivers, meaning no lift and no braking, and indeed no lift going on there. 2 cars swapping a little bit of paint as they head through turn 2. Back on board with Roach, and he's being really brave at turn 2. You don't really want to go all the way out there over the curbs and right out onto the rumble strips beyond the curbs. And here he comes down into turn 3 again. The cars get a little bit light here. Double apex corner. Just look at the fun these guys are having down the grid. If you want to get involved with this, www.irishstrikers.com, and you can be out on this grid. Here comes Tristan Quinn now up to Dunlop corner. A little bit of a happy gap. He'll be more relieved with this. Just a 1-car gap, but that'll do him. He'll be happy enough with that. The sensation we spoke about, number 3, David Walsh, now under pressure from Sonia Files, and that's not a nice place to be, because Sonia, a great driver and plenty of racecraft, and she's all over the back of him there, really giving him the work over on the approach to Dunlop corner, down the outside, back to the inside. She's doing the same on the way into Honda corner. Looks like she's going to have a go down the inside. The CPL Motor Factors car, they're side by side now heading for turn 2. Can she chop across the front? She can indeed, and no shortage of bravery there from Sonia Files. There's Mark Willis, lonely third place man. Sonia Files very side, his big twitch, had to get off the car. She might pay for that here now, side by side heading for turn 3, and in fact David Walsh gets that back. Great driving from this man. We haven't seen him before. I have a feeling we're going to hear a lot more from him, and Sonia would be as surprised as anyone with that. She just got a little bit out of shape, had to lift for a fraction of a second, and that's all it takes. The racing is so close, these cars are all exactly the same. Here they come into the S again, and Sonia just looking for a gap, a little bit enthusiastic that time. Walsh, it goes wide, but Sonia doesn't manage to capitalise on it. And another car right with them. Mark Roach again going sideways. This is this battle we've been watching all through the race, and a great study of a driver working away there. You can see his elbow and his arm right in the cockpit, but just too many Strykers in front of him to make a move. He's going to have to really be opportunistic if he's going to get by these guys. Down into the S, big lift until the car settles. A little bit of oil, that's just cement dust put down to soak up an oil from an earlier race. But he's got a good run out of the S. He needs to flick to the inside here, and he's done it. He's gone to the inside. They're side by side now, and I wonder can he make this move stick. Indeed he can. 2 competitors clash. He's right down the inside. 23 Mark Roach will be absolutely delighted with that one. The Tullyri man making up 2 places in one corner. Back to our leader now, number 60. And it's Tristan Quinn down at turn 3, being very careful, turning in a little bit late that time. Roddy right on the apex going through. Here's Mark Roach. You can sense a little bit more urgency in his driving, even from the engine note of the car. He's past 2 guys he's got a taste for, and he wants to get a little bit further up, so really pushing on now. That's 23 Mark Roach. So here they come up to Dunlop corner now, and our leader there with a little bit of a bigger gap than we've seen him with before. Roddy not being able to do anything about it. Again, Willis in third place, all on his own. It's like a Sunday afternoon drive for Mark Willis. Mark Roach a little bit of understeer, carrying too much speed through the second bit of the S, and doesn't lift out of it there. Good driving from him. Down into second gear at Dunlop corner, and right into that apex. That's good driving from him, up over that inside curve. And again, here's our race leader, and look how hard he's working. We're on to lap 9, and the tyres will be getting a little bit warm on these cars now, and you can see that certainly in the leader's car, because he's moving around quite a lot, Tristan Quinn, and the car beginning to drift around at the back. Roddy looking a little bit smoother at this stage of the race, but doesn't seem to be closing the gap. And looking back from Roddy, he's got nobody to worry about behind, because we can't even see Mark Willis coming up out of turn 3, and we're already halfway around the S's. So Sonia Files having a look now down the inside of David Walsh, and I think she's going to make that stick. She certainly does. Walsh deciding that he'd probably be better off not trying to sit around the outside of an off-camber corner like that. Here's the leader one more time, and Roddy's still there in second place. looking back for third place man, but it's a huge gap. The battle really now for fourth place in this one. So Roddy trying to haul him in, but it's not really happening for him. But again, he'll be happy with a podium, more championship positions. Lap 10 now. There we go, leader starting one more lap, and Damien Roddy right with him. Back on board now with Walter Fernandez again. Here he is coming out of turn 1 Honda corner. He's waving somebody by, possibly on the inside. Indeed he is, that's our leader. And just look at the sideways action of Quinn. Even has time for a quick wave. A one-handed drift there from Quinn going through turn 2. Great stuff from him. And in fact, Roddy didn't make it through on that occasion. And that's the same man, Fernandez, just being lapped by third place man Mark Willis, number 72. Willis right out over the cars. Let's have a look at that now on board with Fernandez. There's Willis down the inside, clips the inside curb, and Fernandez trying to stay in his wheel tracks, but remember, very much a newcomer compared with these guys. There goes Willis now a little bit sideways, out onto the curb and off in his pursuit of Roddy. First two again coming into the S, beginning to encounter back markers now as they head towards the S's. A lot of cars, the slower cars, is being caught at this stage of the race. Looking back from Damien Roddy's car now, and that's I think Fernandez possibly again one of the back markers there, but disappearing so fast into a small dot on the horizon as Roddy goes right out over the curbs. Here comes Tristan Quinn again, right out to the outside again, 3-4 lengths. He's probably a tenth or two quicker per lap at this stage than Roddy, and certainly being more opportunistic with the back markers than Roddy. Willis all on his own coming up the hill. Ignore that car, that's in, for the purposes of race results. And there they go over the start-finish line. There's Tristan Quinn. Mark Roach again on board with him. Doesn't understeer off the track this time. Gets up the hill a little bit cleaner, a little bit quicker on the brakes. Down one gear, down 2 gears, into second gear. Turns it in, just feeds the power back on. Very smooth driving from him. Here's Tristan Quinn again, leaning the head in, trying hard. Again, Roddy not using the back markers as well as Quinn, or maybe the card's just not falling in his favour today. But certainly Roddy losing out when they came up there to lap a few back markers. So I think this race is all but over in terms of a challenge from Roddy at this stage. He'll probably nurse his car home now and be happy with a haul of championship points. Here comes Quinn now, and he has got a much bigger lead down into the S's. Again, leaning the head in characteristic Quinn style, leaning right into the left-hand side and back to the right-hand side for this flat-out bike world corner now on the approach to Dunlop. Back on board with Fernandez again this time, and here he comes up to Dunlop corner, grabs fourth gear briefly, down into third gear on the brakes. We're back to the leader now. It's Tristan Quinn. Very smooth steering input from him, and heading down towards the checkered flag, and there it is, a win for Tristan Quinn in race 1 of the Haviland Strikers. Big battle, of course, for fourth place. Let's see who gets that, and it's Sonia Files up the inside, number 27. She's still holding off number 3, David Walsh, and Walsh gets a big wobbler, lock to lock, straight onto the grass, and we can see the novice cross on that car, but mark my words, we'll see a lot more of that man before the season is out. Sonia takes the fourth place. There's our winner, Tristan Quinn. Second place, Damien Roddy. Third place, Mark Willis. Fourth is Sonia Files, and fifth place is Andy Dalton.
Tristan, you had a great race today. You didn't quite make pole position, but well done.
Yeah, it went well. Damien put me on pole. He had a great lap in qualifying, but got a good start there in the first corner. Luckily enough, got past him.
You made it up in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Damien Roddy, are you a little bit disappointed?
It's always disappointing when you're beaten off the line, but second place, we're happy enough with that because the last day was a bit of a disaster, so at least we're back on the podium.
Well done. Go race.
The Irish Premier Series, in association with Dunboyne Castle, Delco and Urban Images.
Well, they say there's a little bit of something for everyone here in Mondello Park, including me. Look who I've just bumped into. It's Walter and Joanne from Portugal. Lads, how's it going?
Very well indeed. We've did the qualifying in the first race, and then we're hoping to have a nice second race.
Well done, well done. And tell me, you come over here like every time there's a race in Mondello?
Yes, we've been here the first time to only to practice, and yes, and we have to come every time there's a race. We'll try not to skip any of it.
Yeah. And are you sure now there's not something else bringing you over here to Mondello besides the racing?
Well, there's Guinness, and
Guinness and anything else.
And the girls are pretty as well.
The girls are pretty.
You're a nice example of it.
Thanks very much. Greg, you're outside in the front row. Are you hoping to make it up into the lead in the first corner?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to take him before the first corner. Hopefully.
Here we go, and away they go again. Greg Kelly on the outside in the front row. Tristan Quinn, winner of race 1 on pole position, and Quinn gets beaten away. It's unusual, we see that in Mondello Park. Great start there from 6th Greg Kelly. We didn't see much of him in race 1. He's going to make up for it in this one. There goes Watkins flying through it. A lot of bits and pieces being showered over the track already, but Greg Kelly pushing very hard in these early stages, trying to get away. There's number 3, the man we spoke about earlier, of course. That's David Walsh from Clane. But the battle up the front now between Kelly and Quinn, and Kelly pushing very hard. A good start from him from the outside of the front row, as we said. We didn't see much of him in the first race. He'll be happy, eager to make amends, I should say. Here's Roddy, he's right with him, and look at Quinn right down the outside. It's an off-camber corner. Doesn't make it work, but certainly challenging very, very hard. And remember, we're only halfway around lap 1, so Quinn certainly doesn't like being led, and he's having a go at Greg Kelly. Roddy giving us a great view from the onboard camera of the battling pair up front. Kelly defending heavily at Dunlop corner. Quinn going back to the outside to try and get the drive on the way out as they come down Mondello Park straight. And Quinn, very experienced, hasn't been racing that long, but certainly has developed very, very quickly into a complete package of a racing driver. Plenty of racecraft, plenty of pace, and looks like Roddy giving him the work over now. Number 88, Roddy, very late in the brakes. Willis down the inside of both of them, and Mark Willis will be hoping for a better race, or certainly a more exciting race than he had in race 1. A little bit lonely on the way to 3rd place for him, but all the strikers there streaming through. And again, it's very close up the front. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars together. Sonia Files then next up. Watch out for her. She'll be eager to get up there. There's number 90, Des Bruton, a man very much involved in the rebirth of this class. And he usually runs right at the front as well, perhaps not having his best day today. 6th there, Greg Kelly now still out in front. 72, Mark Willis, the young charger of the class, right in there too. And then Sonia Files, the red and yellow car, right with him. Yes, it's still Greg Kelly and still Tristan Quinn piling on the pressure now. They're heading up towards Dunlop corner. The first two a little bit of a gap back, but watch out for Quinn here. He'll have a look to the inside. There he goes, back to the outside. Really is working him over here, and he should get a good run on the way out here because he's on the ideal racing line, of course. Leader having to defend. There's Roddy now, and he's lost out just a little bit. 2 leaders side by side in front of him as they go under the Holiday in Ireland bridge there. And in fact, Kelly, it's still Kelly, but Tristan Quinn on the outside now, pushing very, very hard. There's Willis, Sonia Files, and all the rest come streaming through. That's Andy Dalton, 77, Alan Watkins right in the middle, and Watkins getting well out of shape, a little bit frustrated perhaps that he's not closer to the front. We've seen him win Stryker races before. Here's Volta Fernandez again, very brave out over the curbs there at turn 2, grabbing 4th gear and heading down towards this double apex right hand corner. The cars get a little bit nervous as you can see him on the wheel going through the first apex. Then it's down to 2nd gear and try and get the power on again up the hill, heading back towards the main arena at Mondello as quick as they can. Again, it's the first two in a gap back. Roddy still under pressure now from Willis, and Willis beginning to move around and goes to the outside. Roddy on the inside. Roddy, of course, has his car prepared by ABR just down the road, and Willis works on these cars for Alan Byrne. So I wonder are there team orders there from Alan Byrne for this 3rd and 4th place battle. It doesn't look like it because Willis pulls out of the slipstream to have another go at Damien Roddy now. They're side by side on the brakes, but Roddy has the inside line. And in fact, Sonia Files, she certainly doesn't need a written invitation to send her striker down the inside of anybody on the approach to a corner. Willis lucky not to find that out the hard way that time as he was having a look around the outside. Sonia taking a lump out of the inside curve, kicking up dust. On board again with Roddy, and the leader's still going up front. Is that a new leader up front? Possibly a change. 2 cars look quite familiar. I think that's Tristan Quinn's yellow car out front off camera, so Roddy certainly got a little bit closer. Maybe that manoeuvre slowed them both down a little bit, but no, it's Kelly still in front. And side by side again, that battle for 3rd place. 72, Willis trying on the outside, Roddy being defensive. This is allowing Sonia to move right in on them. Watkins bringing up the rear of that group, but this time now he's very, very close. He's got a good run out of the S. He goes to the inside, forces the leader to defend down the outside. I wonder can he switch back across to the inside. We've seen him do this before. Indeed he can. A classic Mondello Park manoeuvre there from reigning champion Tristan Quinn. Gets to the inside, and Kelly looking over there, but there's nothing he can do. He's just been outfoxed there by the reigning champion, and Quinn gets down the inside. That is a classic Dunlop corner manoeuvre at Mondello Park, and Quinn making it look a little bit easier. I wonder can Kelly fight back. He certainly won't be too happy about that. And Roddy right with him, bringing Willis with him. We could have a 4-car battle. Here's Mark Roach again, up to Dunlop corner, down into 2nd gear just before he turns in, and then feeds the power on as he comes out onto the main straight. There's number 5, that's James Marr from Longford, and he's battling away with number 36 there is Colin Deering from Skerries. In fact, Deering making that one, getting that move. So Valder Fernandez right with them, our camera car. There he is, looking forward at them. So that is a really good battle between these two guys. And grabbing 4th gear now, as we said, getting to some very, very quick as they head down towards turn 3. But in fact, Deering goes around, Fernandez goes with him, and that's not a nice place to go off at Mondello Park. Very high speed, no damage to the car. Might need a change of underwear after the race, but that'll be about it. And he's back on the track and ready to get racing again. Here comes our leader, and indeed 5 cars very, very close in this one. So Quinn with a little bit of a gap, but certainly Kelly's still there, and Roddy getting out of shape there under pressure from his young teammate Mark Willis. Then Sonia files sideways as ever right with them, and then it looks like Andy Dalton next up. So first two with a little bit of a gap, but Willis have won 2 podiums today, and you can just see the hunger, you can sense it in his driving there. He doesn't want to leave a gap for 27 Sonia files to stick her car into, so he has to be a little bit circumspect. There's Roddy again going through turn 2, using the curve on the inside and using the curve on the outside. He's pushing very hard, grabbing 4th gear now. These 1800cc Z-Tech engine cars will be well over 100 mile an hour on the approach to turn 3, and stay in top gear for the first bit, down to second for the second apex. Here they come again. Kelly beginning to close that gap a little bit, and in fact Quinn having to defend this time as they approach Dunlop corner. Kelly goes back to the outside. I wonder, can he replicate Quinn's manoeuvre? I don't think so. Quinn's slowing them down at the apex, so nobody gets a run out, defending very well there on the main straight. So now it's the same two up front, and it's 88 Roddy in 3rd place, Willis right there. But this is a battle on for the lead now. It looks like Kelly has got the pace to fight back. Car number 6, he goes to the inside, back to the outside, but you're not going to make it around the outside on the corner. Certainly a cleaner exit for him. Should be closer again through turn 2. On board again with Mark Roach at Dunlop corner. Doesn't quite get onto the inside curve there, but still very, very smooth. Perhaps 3rd gear in the outside. We're looking for 4th gear somewhere around the start-finish line now. And here they come again. Leader being very smooth, but not leaving any gap for Greg Kelly to get down the inside. In fact, Kelly falling into the clutches, I should say, of Damien Roddy. Then it's Willis. Sonia finds a little bit of a gap back to what looks like Bruton and Dalton there. 2 black cars very similar. Fernandez leading this group, and we're on board. There's number 14, his countryman John Blackman, but Blackman goes around and just completely the wrong way. Managed to correct it, but it went back the other way, collected another competitor. Very unfortunate there. Here's Fernandez now, round the left-hander, heading for the right-hander. On board with him again. He's been getting quicker all day. These Portuguese drivers, in fact, won an indoor karting event early in the year, but the frighteners on the regular drivers, so they've been progressing well as the season has gone on. Here he comes to Dunlop corner, right onto the inside curve, out to the outside. Lap 8 now, and it's Colin Deering from Skerries, and somebody just launching the car down the inside of him, and a little bit of contact on the way out. Very aggressive battles all the way down the field, and that's in fact number 23. That's Mark Roach, the man we've been on board with. We said his driving was getting a little bit more urgent, but certainly he wasn't hanging around there. Right down the inside into turn 1, and these two guys having a great battle. So the race being stopped. Here's what happened again, just getting a little bit sideways, swapping ends, collecting another car, and unfortunately parked in a dangerous place. So that gives Tristan Quinn the win from Greg Kelly, Damien Roddy, Mark Willis and Sonia Files.
Well, that's it from Mondello Park today. Another spectacular day's racing here, and the Strykers didn't fail to deliver as always. We'll see you next time.